Here we have a geometry question. In the figures below, find the values of x and y. Okay, let's consider the triangle we have in part A. It is a right triangle because we have a right angle over here and it measures 90 degree. And the angle measured over here is given that is 45 degree. What must be the angle measured over here? It has to be 45 degree. So according to angle sum property of a triangle, the three interior angles of any triangle will add up to 180 degree. So if I take 45 degree over here, then the three interior angle measure here, here and here will add up to 180 degree. And also in this right triangle, we have the interior angle measures of 45, 45, 90. So it's called a special right triangle, 45, 45, 90, special right triangle. And let's consider the length of this side and the length of this side. So both the sides of this triangle are opposite to the same angle measure, 45 degree. So the sides of the triangle which are opposite to the equal angle measures must be equal in length. Already we know the length of this side, it is 2. So the length of this side also must be 2. So the value of x is 2. So because these two legs are opposite to the equal angle measures 45 degree, so they must be equal in length. So whatever length we have for this side, the same length we have for this side also. But x represents the length of this side, so x has to be 2. And also in a 45, 45, 90 special right triangle, so whatever length we have for these two sides, it has to be multiplied by square root of 2 to get the length of hypotenuse. It is the rule we have to remember in 45, 45, 90 special right triangle. So the length of this side or this side, both of them are same. It has to be multiplied by square root of 2 to get the length of the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is the side which is opposite to the 90 degree angle measure, right angle. Okay, so here y represents the hypotenuse. So the length of the hypotenuse y equals to, so we have to multiply the length of this side by square root of 2. That is 2 times square root of 2. Okay, so in part A, in the given triangle, I got x equals to 2 and y equals to 2 times square root of 2. Okay, now let's consider the triangle in part B. So this one is also right triangle because I have a right angle over here and it measures 90 degree. And already we know that we know the angle measure over here is 60 degree. Okay, so what must be the angle measure over here? It has to be 30 degree. So that the three interior angle measures will add up to 180 degree. And this is also special right triangle because we have the interior angle measures 30, 60, 90. In a right triangle, we have the interior angle measures 30, 60, 90, and it's called special right triangle. Okay, so in this special right triangle 30, 60, 90, the side which is opposite to the smallest angle measure 30 degree is the shortest leg. So the length of the shortest leg is given over here, that is x. Okay, then what is the length of the side which is opposite to 60 degree angle measure? For that, what I need to do is I have to multiply the length of the shortest side by square root of 3. That is here the length of the shortest leg is x. It has to be multiplied by square root of 3. Then I am getting x times square root of 3. So this is the length of the side which is opposite to 60 degree. So this is a rule we have to follow in 30, 60, 90 triangle. So when we know the length of the shortest leg, which is opposite to 30 degree, then we have to multiply this side, the length of for the shortest leg by square root of 3 to get the length of the side which is opposite to 60 degree. And also, what must be the length of the hypotenuse? So there is also a rule. So the length of the shortest leg has to be multiplied by 2 to get the length of the hypotenuse. Here y represents a hypotenuse. So y must be equal to, so 2 times the length of the shortest leg, that is 2x. Okay, so once I get the value of x, it can be multiplied by 2 to get the value of y. But here, according to the concept of 30, 60, 90 triangle, so we got the length of this side, which is opposite to 60 degree, that is x times square root of 3. But already there is the length is given for this side, that is 3. So we have x times square root of 3 is equal to 3. Okay, now we have to solve for x in this equation. For that, I divide both sides by square root of 3. So this square root of 3 and square root of 3 will cancel out. I'm getting x equals to 3 over square root of 3. So here in denominator, we have an irrational number. So to rationalize the denominator, I have to multiply both numerator and denominator by square root of 3. So when I do so, I'm getting 3 times square root of 3 in numerator. And in denominator, when I multiply square root of 3 and square root of 3, I'm getting 3. Okay, so here this 3 will cancel out. Finally, I'm getting x equals to square root of 3. I got the value of x in the triangle part B. Okay, so what's the value of y? Already we know that y is equal to 2x. So y equals to 2 times. For x, we know that square root of 3. So we can plug in square root of 3 for x. Okay, I got the value of x and I got the value of y in the right triangle in part B. So the value of x is square root of 3 and the value of y is 2 times square root of 3.